Marfoogle News going live in 3, 2. All right, what is going on, guys? It is Adam A.K. Marf, and this is Marfoogle News. Let's get right into it. Of course, there is a... so first of all, the main story that we're going to be talking about is absolutely insane. Again, there is really crazy satellite images showing Russia right on the border. We'll talk about that here in a second. Of course, Trump administration working on a plan to move 1 million Palestinians to Libya. Now, again, with this, this is something that everybody knew that they were trying to do. They're trying to say, like, hey, where do we actually put these people? Again, the administration is working on a plan to permanently relocate up to 1 million Palestinians from the Strip to Libya. 5 people with knowledge to the effort told NBC News. The plan is under serious enough consideration that the administration has discussed it with Libya's leadership. 2 people with direct knowledge of the plans and a former U.S. official said. Again, it's absolutely crazy that you have so many people that are just willing to talk to the media, right? This is secret stuff, or at least it's not public yet. And again, that we know what that means. If there's people with direct knowledge of the plans and there's former officials that are basically talking, again, usually it's because they want it to be said. In the case of the former U.S. official, it's usually like, hey, let's have him do it because he won't get in trouble. So they purposely tell him to tell the people. It seems to me like stories like this, it's like they put it out there to see what the feedback is because it's not confirmed yet. It's just put out there. So then they get the feedback of the people. They see if there's going to be, any rise in people going nuts, But in exchange for the resettling of the Palestinians, the administration would potentially release to Libya billions of dollars of funds that the U.S. froze more than a decade ago. It says no final agreement has been reached, and Israel has been kept informed of the administration's discussions, the same 3 sources said. The State Department and the National Security Council did not respond to multiple requests for comment. So, again, with this is putting it into a place that is already unstable. Libya has had its own set of problems. I'm sure that this is going to rise to whole new issues, and I guess we'll see what ends up happening with it. Now, before we move on, we're going to talk about escaped inmates, 10 that just got out through a hole, left taunting notes in the actual tunnel, and might even be an inside job. I do want to remind you guys, make sure to go over and check out EMP Shield because this is a device that will actually protect you and get you home to your family after multiple EMP strikes. As far as being tested, this is Keystone military tested and used by agencies like DHS and DOD and even on the DEMSO team helping protect the Texas grid. As far as the device, it will ground the signal of an EMP strike or even a Carrington-level event in less than 500 trillionths of a second so that you can get home to your family. You can put it on your cars, trucks, motorcycles, boats, generators, pretty much anything with a motor or anything that you want to keep running that's electrical. So make sure to go check it out, marfuglenews.com/EMP, and make sure to use the code MARF. You also get $50 off with that discount, and it stacks on top of any sales that might be going on. All right, let's bring in my co-internet brother, Dex James. What is going on, and how are you doing today?
Well, hello, Adam, and hello, Foogle fam. I'm doing just fine.
So these inmates, 10 inmates, including accused killers, have busted out of jail through a hole in their cell. Straight out of a movie plot, right? What did you think when you saw this?
Oh, yeah, this is crazy. I think they went out through a hole they dug through behind the toilet or under the toilet, but it says only one fugitive has been captured as the cops look into whether the escape at the Orleans Parish Justice Center was an inside job. So they say it might even be an inside job. But these people are on the run. So they discovered the men were missing during an 8:30 head count. And it's unclear how they were able to bust out, but they were investigating, as I think other reports have now said, that they tunneled out and had built a tunnel under one of the bathrooms there on one of the stalls. So, but yeah, kind of crazy story when you think about it.
Now,
not often we hear about jailbreaks like this, right?
No, and one of them, Kendall Miles, it looks like there's already a attached story. Kendall Miles, a 20-year-old, which is this one, ended up getting captured in Louisiana. This is, again, Louisiana State. So this is the parish. Which jail was this? I was trying to remember which jail this was. the Orleans Parish Justice Center. So if anybody is familiar with that one, I am not. It sounds kind of crazy that they were able to do this, but behind the toilet. I'm assuming they're saying it's an inside job, because how did they not notice? How did they not notice that they were digging a huge hole behind the toilet? Were they? The jail toilets, I believe, metal and are put right into cement. Like, how did they end up doing this? Again, what do you guys think? Let me know in the comments down below. Now, to our main story, and this is something that we're going to be talking about in the next show too. There are huge signs that we were absolutely right, in fact, years ago, about where this was headed. Now, as far as this goes along with all of the patterns that we've been watching. Terrifying satellite images show Russian army at Finland's border as World War III fears surge. Now, of course, they want to scare people as much as they want with World War III fears. But again, this is something that World War III is not going to be something that, this isn't the end of the world. This is a restructuring, a possible reset of things. And you're going to see all of one side of the parties team up, which we have, and then the other side of the team basically do everything. I mean, this is Russia versus Taiwan. This is Russia versus Ukraine. This is North Korea versus South Korea. This is Venezuela versus Guyana. This is, of course, North Korea versus South Korea. I mean, you've got this just giant. Oh, I'm sorry, Iran versus Israel. You've got all of these lined up, and now. Whether years of people believing that Russia actually wanted to take NATO states back or not, there have been so many different actions that are basically going past red lines that can't go backwards, that maybe they are about to do this. Now, we talked about this last week, and I'm guessing by the patterns I'm seeing and by how it is being put out little by little about Russia and Finland, I think that this is going to happen. But I hope it does not, because this will mean a huge battle between NATO and Russia. My guess is that NATO will be fighting Russia, that the U.S., Pete Hegseth, and our administration will say, hey, you guys got to take care of Russia yourself. We'll give you as much help as we can. But I believe that this also means that China and Taiwan is about to pop off. There's a lot of signs that war is about to pop off, including there's countries, including our own, that are hoarding up gold like there's no tomorrow. Like there's about to be a reset on the currency that holds power over the world. So we'll show you that here over on the next show. But yeah, the images that they actually show them lined up right on the border. There's multiple images. There's all sorts of different units that are lined up. I mean, it is definitely a giant buildup. They've got not only trucks, tanks. They've got APCs. They've got truck-mounted artillery. They've got everything. This is very, very similar to what we saw back in 2022 when they did the drill. 2021, and then 2022 when they started it, or was it 2023? Gosh, it's been so many years. But a year before they started Ukraine, they actually did the same kind of amassing. And here's one thing that we look for, is if they, start moving blood banks and things like that, that's when because that's when they literally get the stuff there to prep for an actual war. If they start setting up hospital tents and things like that. So that may have already been done. Looking at the amassing. Dex, as far as them on the border, this is by itself kind of, technically scary. But as far as if you look at all of the other stuff we're about to cover, it's even worse.
Well, even in due time, I think one of the military analysts said they're expecting to potentially see upwards of tens of thousands of new soldiers near the borders of Norway and Finland and the Baltic countries. So, yeah, this is exactly out of their playbook. It's what we would expect if they were trying to move equipment and get it ready and prepare for something.
And would it explain why the world's rich and elite are gobbling up gold like there's no tomorrow? It's really quite alarming. We'll show you that on our next show. Make sure to follow us. If you need sources for today's show, all you have to do is go over to marfooglenews.com and you'll find a full bibliography of every single article, tweet, video, picture, document. Not only that, you can find any affiliate to help support our independent media. And again, you can find links to all of our friends, other channels and our mods. Go thank them as well. We'll see you in just a minute. Be safe, be prepared, and Marf out. If you're in the chat, just stay there. You'll be ported over. If you're watching the replay, click here.